Yes people, welcome back to the channel. So as I'm sure you're aware, the E36 has had a little bit of a hiatus from the channel due to other projects being the Lexus and the Civic. And with the Civic's arrival on the road being imminent, it's only right that we get the real beast back on the road. So, whole host of issues that we need to sort out, but nothing detrimental to the running of the car, unlike usual. No, we're not sorting out the troublesome paintwork today. First of all, we're going to be fitting discs and pads, so we've got just a standard set of Brembo discs for the rear, and also some DS2500 Ferodo pads as well. Hopefully that should fare a little bit better on track with the heat. What do you think, bro?
I think you was talking about doing a rear brake delete last time you was on track, and all the Civic's ready. Are you getting some performance pads?
Yeah, well, I've only got standard Brembo discs. I did want some high carbon ones, but I couldn't find them anywhere, bro. I don't know if we've put that Lexus video out. We've sorted the brakes on the Lexus, but we didn't put the copper grease on, and I got shouted at by Moz Motors, so got some copper grease to do the race car properly. Coolant, so I did mention on track, the temperature was getting a bit hot. When I just checked it after it's been sat for a month since the last track day, coolant's really low. I have been topping up with deionized water. There's no leak, it's just burning coolant.
Yeah.
The more deionized water I'm putting in, probably the worse it's getting at like boiling up quicker and burning off. So we've not got an active coolant leak, but we're going to put a little bit of coolant in. That's not really a major issue, is it, to go through? Another issue I probably should have sorted sooner rather than later while it's been just sat there. Sunroof motor. So if you want to have a quick look at the sunroof, it's closed, but it's not closed. So if in any of the interior shots you see any mould, that's probably why. We're going to have a go at fitting this. Should be straightforward, isn't it?
I think so.
Couple of bolts. 5-minute job.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we was leaking oil on track. I said that we couldn't get hold of the correct O-rings and we just put generic O-rings on. So we've got 2 of the correct O-rings. So if one don't work, put 2 on, innit? Yeah. Get the car jacked up and get on with it, innit?
Yo,
What?
this wet, you know.
Is it? How wet?
Like pretty wet. Like quite a bit.
Let me have a look.
You see?
Yeah. Send it.
Send it.
So as you can see here, we're getting the car jacked up in the air. Just had a bit of a scare with the diff being a little bit wet, but you heard it from the owner first. I'm just going to send it. Got the car in the air, time to get the wheels off.
Put over here.
So what you can see me doing here is taking the retaining clip out from the caliper. Sometimes it can be a bit tight, especially if they've been on for a while, but this one wasn't too bad. But what was tight is this top caliper carrier bolt. As you can see, I've got a ratchet with an axle stand as a cheater bar, and it's not budging for anything. Decided to use a foot technique here. If in doubt, the foot comes out. Big boots.
Cracked it. What happened then?
My arm rubbed against your bumper and paint came off.
Can we stick that back on? Got any super glue?
Right up to there.
Close enough.
Car's actively trying to shed weight.
Time for the driver to do the same now.
How many of them brownies you got there?
Ask me at the end of the video.
It's so annoying when you got power tools, but you got to use hand tools because there's no space.
Is the top one cracked as well?
No.
So what I'm actually doing here, you can't see, bad choice of camera angle, but what I'm doing is removing the two 16mm bolts that hold the caliper carrier on. Normally if you're just doing a pad change, you'd take the hex keys out from the calipers, but in this instance we need the caliper carrier off so we can get the disc off. So yeah, two 16mm bolts, and it should all come off as one piece, and then you can start removing the disc.
That's one thing I'll admit that fucking Jap cars are better at, bro. What you laughing at?
Them pads are funny.
Your jeans are funny, fam.
Yeah.
Levi jeans.
Yeah, you've got your money's worth out of these pads, bro. Yo.
What?
You got your money's worth out of them pads.
Bro.
You've probably hit into about 1 millimetre of backing plate, bro.
Bro, I'm black. You mean I've got my money's worth? If I could have drove it more, I would have.
So again, bad choice of camera angle here, but what I'm doing is using, I don't know what they're called, I call them swan neck pliers, but I'm using a pair of pliers to push the caliper piston back. We're professionals now, we know what we're doing. So yeah, pushing that caliper piston back. I did expect it to get stuck, to be honest, with that pad being down to metal. I thought the caliper might have been sticking a bit, but the sliders, the piston, everything went back pretty well. But as you can see there, the pad's in terrible condition.
Bro, come and get this off, man. I'm saying I'm giving it a good 70%, yeah.
Get it 90?
No, because I'm wary of wrapping my knuckles to ras on the fucking...
Ooh.
What?
This disc bolt ain't looking good. Bro, you're gonna snap that Allen key in half. Whoa. Tight that.
I need to recharge my energy with some brownies, bro. Alright, where's my pad?
Bro, if you look at it from that angle, you can see where where is it?
Bro, the sharp on the edges where it's fucking melted down.
Gone then, bro.
I might keep them as trophies.
Not reusing these discs, are we?
Oh, that one's still got some meat on it. Should we put that back on?
This disc don't want to come off. Is the handbrake on?
Might be. Nah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah. Put it in gear. Yeah, it looked like it just freed it up a lot. You probably bent something trying to hammer it off.
So that's the adjuster there that you'd normally be able to get to through this.
Right, yeah.
You're using. Them discs smell weird. Something smells weird.
Let's have a
smells like
close
clone.
up on the disc. So, we basically made our own groove discs, haven't we?
Yeah. They want some performance discs as well.
You get some good air through there, bro.
Right, so now I need to slacken this handbrake off. I always get confused about which way it is. I've got a feeling it's going to be down.
Why do you have to slacken it off, though?
Because these push out against the disc. Obviously, that wears the disc down over time. So they'll push out more and more as the disc wears out.
The shoes?
Yeah. Now you put a new disc on, they need to be further in it.
Right.
So, I think it's going to be...
How do you know where to adjust it to, though?
That's what I was saying. Normally you got a wheel stud so you can do it when the wheel's on, test handbrake. Now we're going to have to do it, hope it's right, if not take it all back off and do it again.
Rah.
Bit long.
I'm ringing MPE. Surely he's got a way around that, bro.
He probably forgot that you've got stud conversion.
I'm actually ringing him, bro. He said ring me if you've got any issues.
I say that
And if he was talking about
looks
me mentally or the car.
We'll just see. Well, no, what we'll do is we'll put the disc on. If it feels a bit tight to go on, then we need to loosen it off a bit more in it.
Yeah, but if it doesn't feel tight, then you don't know
Then
whether
you need
it's...
to tighten it until it feels tight and then loosen it off a few. I'm sure that's what I'll say.
So as you can see here, we've got KW cleaning up the surface area where the disc is going to contact, and using the highly recommended copper grease from Moz Motors.
For Moz Motors records, we've copper greased up the, what would you call that? The backing plate?
Bearing face.
The bearing face. Check you with your big words.
So now it's just reverse of what you've just seen. We're putting the disc back on. We're even putting the retaining bolt back on, doing it properly. If that was my car, that'd be getting left off because they can just cause problems. But yeah, we're doing it all properly. Get the disc on, retaining bolt on, and then this side's ready for the pads to be put back in and the caliper to be built back up. So let's go around and have a look at what KW is doing on that driver's side. You might be confused, but as you've seen, I've just bolted the caliper carrier back on and then took the caliper off, and that's just because I couldn't get the pads in the caliper with it attached to the carrier. Now it's all built back up, we can bolt it back together and get ready to get the wheels on.
Right, so that's all built back up, disc and pads are on, hopefully that should be better. Well, looking at the state of those disc and pads there, it can't be anything other than better. But in terms of it like wearing down quickly on track, hopefully the upgraded pads do the job. Now onto the sunroof motor. I think it's just 3 bolts in it, bro.
3 Torx bolts.
So probably not going to film that. I just whip them bolts out, offer this up, and then we'll catch you after that's installed and see if it works. Not our fault this time. Well,
no.
Kind of our fault. Right, so this is the new sunroof motor. We just took the old sunroof motor off. We was thinking that the gears on the old sunroof motor was going to be worn, which they was worn, weren't they? But the gears on the actual sunroof mechanism were also worn. So even if we'd have put this on, still wouldn't have made a difference, more than likely. So, new plan of action for the sunroof.
What should have been the plan of action in the first place?
So rather than flexing sunroof, it's a race car in it. So unfortunately, we're gonna go sunroof delete.
See what I mean when I'm saying people are acting scared?
We're gonna return this, yeah. Bit of weight saving. I've put the motor back in for now, but it doesn't really do anything, so it's probably gonna just get taken out at some point. And we're gonna do a sunroof delete. So that's not needed for now. Can return that back to our good friends at ASWR. ASWR pretty much built this car, bro. ASWR MPE.
Need some sponsorship stickers, don't we?
Yeah. But yeah, so where it's leaking from now, do you want to get a close up?
Couldn't see last time on the last video, could we?
Try and put some light in there. So it's right at the bottom where the dipstick goes.
Phone's in the way.
Is it? My bad. Yeah.
Looking pretty dry now, isn't it? But
yeah, it's obviously not been driven in it, or not been driven hard.
Where you can see the silver bit there gets wet.
Yeah, so it's just a 10mm that holds it in place. It's on like a little slider, you know, so you can adjust it slightly. So I'll get that out. And then, new O-ring job in it.
New O-ring. Do you reckon this car will ever be leak free?
Do I reckon this car will ever be leak free? Why are you asking silly questions, bro?
I mean, for now it should be.
That's like saying, do you reckon Leon will ever be faster than you on track? Like, it's just not going to happen, is it?
No, definitely not. More chance of this being leak free, I know that.
Just nearly ripped my nail off, bro. I feel like a female. Right, that's out.
Oof.
Nice and lubricated.
So that's where the O-ring goes there?
Yeah, you can see there.
It's pinched that second one on it. It probably would have been better with one on it, to be fair.
Maybe, but because they're different sizes.
Yeah. Oh, them two are different sizes on there?
Yeah, I think
right,
so.
okay.
I think we went with one big one, one small one.
Right.
Like me and you. So we'll take them off.
That oil's looking clean though.
Yeah, it's just it had a fresh oil service in it before track day. Come on.
Rolling oil services.
Yeah, that one's really snug, to be fair. Oh, I don't know, you know.
Looks big, that. Is that the proper one?
Oh, is that another O-ring?
Yeah.
Why is there 3 on there? And why is that so... That can't be right.
It's not right, that.
It's not looking good. I'll be honest with you. It is not looking good.
I say, take that one off that's on there now. Put the small of the original 2 that you took off on.
Even that's the same.
Yeah, they're too big then.
So we've come to rectify.
Three
The main
problems.
issue was the brakes, but we've come to rectify 3 issues, and potentially we're only rectifying 1.
Potentially. It's not rectified yet. We haven't done the moment of truth. We haven't drove it.
Yeah, this one's really snug. It's hard to even get on.
Yeah, so maybe remove that one. I'd say remove that one.
Remove that one.
Because that's the original one that was causing the problem in the first place, isn't it? Clearly.
I don't know. Maybe Matt put 3 on, but I don't think he did.
I'd say wrong.
That one feels really snug.
Yeah, but it might be brittle and hard. It might be the original O-ring.
Don't feel it.
No. Have we decided what's the quantity?
So we've opted for 2. Whether that's the right decision, we're yet to find out. I doubt it being on the road is gonna get it.
Pressured up enough to leak.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Depends how we're driving it. Depends what wheels we put on afterwards.
Ooh.
Ooh. Right, so. Something ain't right here, bro.
Something ain't right. Why?
Because it feels like it's sitting lower than the hole for the...
Maybe it is, and maybe that's why it's leaking.
Why though?
Maybe it's a 4-cylinder dipstick. It'd be shorter, wouldn't it? So, you know.
I don't know what's the course of action if something like this happens. Send it.
Send it how? It's definitely going to leak if you ball it in where it's supposed to go in it, because it's not going to be all the way in. Looks like you need a new dipstick, proper dipstick. I'd say.
Or more O-rings.
Nah.
Build up the O-rings.
Is there nowhere else you can make the bolt go? Nothing else you can drill a hole into and not bolt it or anything?
No, I don't think so, bro. Alright. Coolant and done.
Coolant and done. It's looking low in there.
Are we looking? Low.
Steady with it.
Whoa. It's close.
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 You don't have to be right. No, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's all of it. I may as well just put it all in, innit? Excuse the leakage.
What are we saying now? Wheels on.
Wheels on, but not those ones. Back on the slidey boys. Bro, these
The
aren't
slidey hiders.
Yeah, these haven't been used for a while, you know.
Send it.
Send it. Tasks, 2 completed.
Yeah.
50% success rate.
Decent success rate, that. Better than normal.
The O-rings wasn't right, and the sunroof motor, like, it was right, but
it wasn't right.
It wasn't the issue.
Yeah,
so, I'd say that's not our fault, bro.
Nah.
So,
Been
mission
good mechanics today.
Mission success. That means that the fastest car in Manchester is back on the road, and the second fastest car in Manchester will be...
Put some emphasis on back. Look at the positioning. Come on.
Bro, you need to say pause after that. Right, so... Who you having? Who?
Come on.
Down below.
Come on.
Who is going to be the quickest on track? We got Oulton Park coming up in August, are we going up?
Start of August, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know. Judgment Day is almost upon us. But yeah, I think for now,
it's a wrap.